Merry Christmas! Well, welcome to a very special holiday edition of Stephanie's Movie Reviews. I am your host, Stephanie Thompson. I'm the member of Screen Actors Guild and AFTRA, a classically trained singer-songwriter, a vocal coach, and an actor myself. And I'm so excited to be celebrating Christmas with you. I enjoy the Christmas season so much. I was listening to Christmas music as I was driving over here and thinking about Christmas and pondering Christmas and just realizing, I feel so blessed to be able to have this job, this opportunity to talk to you about movies and share my thoughts about movies. That's one thing I'm so grateful for, that I feel the love this season about. And I just wanted to share that with you, my audience. Thank you so much for tuning into my show and giving me feedback and talking to me about movies. I love it. I love you. I hope you're having a super, super holiday season. And I just wish you the merriest of Christmases ever. So what I did for this particular show is I watched all Christmas movies, and I didn't just go to the theater. I went to Netflix for some of them. So I'm going to talk to you about some Netflix movies. The first two movies that I watched were, one was Back to Christmas. Well, that's the original title. It's also called Correcting Christmas. The synopsis was, this young woman has a broken engagement. She goes back a year in time to fix her broken engagement and kind of repair the wrong she did, which caused the broken engagement. That's a synopsis. So we come on this young woman, and she is a workaholic. She is kind of bitter. She's not really celebrating the holidays. Her parents are trying to get her to come visit for the holidays, and she doesn't want to visit for the holidays. Her friends are trying to get her to come and spend time with them. She doesn't want to come visit them. And you're kind of wondering, what's going on with this girl? And then she goes out and she goes on her own, and she ends up at a coffee shop, and she has a little mishap. And she runs into her ex-fiance, and she's just a mess. And she acts like a crazy person, and he sees her as a crazy person. Not the way you want to see an ex-fiance, okay? You dream when you see an ex of looking fabulous and 20 pounds lighter and all this kind of thing. Well, she looks horrible. And she wishes that she could go back a year. And she gets her wish. And she kind of has a fairy godmother, fairy whatever special magical person, lady, who helps her in this way and shows up at different times to assist her in this process. So she goes back in the process. She wakes up the next morning, and it's a year earlier. And she's like, oh my gosh, it's a year earlier. And she's so happy, and she's engaged again. And she thinks that this is what is going to make her happy. Well, then some other things happen, and her mom is like one of those well-meaning moms, but kind of pushy moms, and she's kind of pushing her toward this engagement. But then some other things happen, and you meet some other characters, and you wonder, is this really what is going to make her happy? Now, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a cute movie. I did not think it was something really you could watch with your boyfriend, because I thought it was a total chick flick. I didn't feel like it was something that a couple could enjoy. I thought it was a total girls movie. And the way that they ended it was a little disjointed for me. So I only gave this movie 3 popcorns because I thought it was a little confusing at the ending how they did it. But I still enjoyed the movie, and I think if you want to have a girls' night out or a girls' slumber party or whatever, you would enjoy this movie. So Back to Christmas, or Correcting Christmas, you should see it, and I think you would enjoy it. And we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about A Christmas Kiss.
Are you frustrated and wasting time searching for high-quality education and entertainment and not finding it? Stop wasting your time. We've got your solution. Our 3 dynamic and unique online TV shows provide you with high-quality and easy-to-find content. Everything from business skills and self-development to book, and movie reviews, and everything in between. At akexpertstv.com, you'll find high-quality experts in their field. In one place, at no cost to you. Visit www.akexpertstv.com today.
Welcome back to the holiday edition of Stephanie's Movie Reviews. I'm your host, Stephanie Thompson. So we talked about Back to Christmas or Correcting Christmas in the first part of the segment. Now we're going to talk about A Christmas Kiss. Yay! Okay. You can see I kind of liked this movie. The synopsis, well, it's about a chance encounter in an elevator. And this young woman meets this mysterious stranger. They share a spontaneous kiss, and then they part. And then it turns out that he's her boss's boyfriend. Not only is he her boss's boyfriend, he's her terrible, awful, evil boss's boyfriend. Yes. Now, the evil boss is played by Elizabeth Rome. And I have got to give her credit. She is fabulous in this movie. You know, I see her in the Law and Order series as a DA, an assistant DA, and she's so straight and strict, and her character is kind of like flat. In this movie, she is wonderfully faceted, and I really enjoyed hating her. Okay, so then she has the kiss, the girl, Wendy, played by Laura Breckenridge, has a kiss with Brendan Farr in the elevator. She comes back, and she recognizes, of course, the man that she kissed in the elevator, but he doesn't recognize her because she was all sparkled up and dressed up and everything, and he doesn't have a clue who she is. He just knows her as his girlfriend's assistant. So his girlfriend is an interior designer, and she asks her to decorate his house for a big Christmas party. So Elizabeth Rome puts designs together and everything and shows him designs for the Christmas party. And he's like, that's kind of not like what I'm looking for. Well, meanwhile, Wendy, her assistant, comes up with her own design. She kind of gets the guy more than Elizabeth Rome gets him. And he likes what she does. And Elizabeth Rome passes it off as her own work. What? Evil. Yes. So then he thinks, oh, she really gets me after all. And that kind of decides for him whether he wants to maybe pop the question. So it's conflict and conflict and conflict and conflict. And poor Wendy is really the woman that is standing in the sidelines, and she's really the one that gets him and is understanding him and listening to him, but he doesn't have a clue for a while. So it's just delicious romantic conflict and fun, and like I said, evil boss and everything, and I loved this movie. I gave it 4.5 popcorns. I think boyfriend and girlfriend can enjoy this movie because you have the evil Elizabeth Rome to entertain the boyfriend, and you have the romance of the movie to entertain the girlfriend. And I don't know. I think even your family can enjoy this movie because it was just a fun, sweet movie. So that is my take on A Christmas Kiss. When we come back on the next segment, we are going to talk about The Christmas Project and Angels in the Snow.
I didn't focus on my weaknesses. I focused on my strength, and I was able not only to lead myself, I was able to lead my team into success.
Many people ask me, what do you mean by awakening the powerful leader within you? I have been leading myself and others for years. Well, I tell them, of course you have, but did you know that you have way more power than you can ever imagine? See, you and I, we were born with the capability to lead ourselves to live our purpose. then life's challenges and obstacles come along and buries our capabilities. How do I know that? I know it because life happened to me.
My question to you today is this. What are you creating?
Now, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking I'm gonna download something.